Man, look at the podcast. I'm the host, the one and only Magneto 7 in the building. I'm him. Like, for real, no. Like, look in the camera. Come look at me in my face, and I'm letting you know I am him, for real. But, welcome, everybody. I'm officially out of TikTok jail, and I'm 40 out of TikTok jail, so thank you. Yo, I know I'm blaring in the booth right now, so y'all might have to turn me down because I'm loud over here, but it's cool, it's cool. So anyway, welcome. This is another episode of the Mad Lucrative Podcast. This is episode 110. Yo, it take a different type of discipline to do podcasts when folk ain't looking, when they are looking, when they don't want to ride with you, when they do want to ride with you. It take a different type of discipline. So let me do this. Let me first start off the pod by saying, all of my content creators, keep going. If you feel like you are in a crunch and you don't really feel like doing it, I don't want to do it, listen, keep going. If you stop going, you're gonna cut off your water. You know how the hood say, yo, they cut off his water, son, like that kind of stuff, right? You're cutting off your water if you just stop right now, right? And also, I have to add, if you need something, if you are missing a hand, you're missing a helping hand, and you say, hey, I want to get this shot, I want the camera to do this, I wanted to do this, but it's just me and this tripod. I can't do nothing. I'm sad. Look at my face. Oh my God. That sound real, right? That sound real. But listen, this will help you out. I actually tried it out yesterday on a live. It was cool. I tried it out on some commercial. It was great. So listen, I will have this on my TikTok, YouTube. I don't know however many of y'all looking at YouTube. Oh yeah, super chats. This is on my TikTok. So if y'all need something to help y'all like do facial tracking, this is dope. I'm gonna leave it right here. So y'all can see it, and y'all can see it, and y'all can see it. All right. So anyway, welcome to another episode of the Mad Lucrative Podcast. I wanted to start early because I'm just now coming back from Vegas. So I'm gonna let y'all know off the rip. If y'all listening to this at your desk, if you're listening to this in your car, you're gonna hear a whole lot of applause because it's been a hell of a weekend. So I'm gonna keep doing the claps. I'm just let y'all know off the rip. But yes, I have a lot of recaps, right? So let me first start off by saying I appreciate everybody that's really rocking with my campaign. Everybody that's rocking with me on YouTube, on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn. I even seen some of my business partners on LinkedIn sharing stuff. I appreciate all of y'all because this ain't easy. It's really not easy. I'm letting y'all know it's not easy at all. What up, Chris? What up? Debbie, what up? Edith, what up? But so I say that to say this. While I was preparing to go to Vegas for my weekend, I had a little bit of anxiety. I ain't gonna lie. My anxiety came from feeling like, and I know it's gonna sound sappy, so don't troll me if y'all watch this on the replay. But I know it's gonna sound sappy, but I really felt like I was like, yo, what am I gonna give these people? Like I'm so used to recording on Tuesday, put a podcast out on Wednesday, recording on Friday, put a podcast out on Saturday. I'm used to this, right? I've been doing this for months, for 2 years, well, for a few months doing it 2 times a week. But for 2 years, I've been going hard, going. And I was like, yo, what am I gonna give these people while I'm going to Vegas? Because they gotta have something. I can't leave them without a dope beat to step to. Y'all know what I mean. I can't leave without a dope beat to step to. So I said, all right, I got some clips here and there. I got some replays. But then my mental health break said, yo, Nito, they will be okay. And you're in TikTok jail anyway. Most of your people on TikTok. So you're in TikTok jail. You can't do nothing anyway. So I said, all right, cool. Mental health. I'm going to use this as a mental health weekend. And we got to it. All right. So remember me. Welcome. Good morning. Keelan, what up? Yo, he was at last night's live. Dope individual. Listen to instruction very well. I expect to see nothing but greatness come from you, guy. I expect nothing but greatness, so I'm looking. So, I'm prepping, right? I told y'all about my whole Delta fiasco where I'll take... You know what? I was going to put it on the person that booked my stuff, but I'm going to take the responsibility, right? So I made a mistake and booked the flight from 8 p.m. to like 10 p.m. The Usher concert was Friday. Same day. Usher concert was the same day. So I was like, all right, my mind was to book from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. So we got the whole day in Vegas, and then we go to the concert that night. All right. So when I called, we was starting to check on the tickets and all that stuff. I checked with Delta. They said, no, Mr. Crawford, no. Your tickets are actually 8 o'clock that night, and you will get to Vegas at 12 a.m. in the morning. I already had paid for the Usher tickets. I don't want to tell y'all what I spent for the Usher tickets. Just know it was like a mortgage, pretty much. It was like a mortgage, right? So I said, all right, cancel my tickets. Delta, this is no shade, because Delta's been good to me. I ain't gonna lie. They've been great. They're like the Cadillac of flying in airports, unless you got like a Clearport and you got the private plane. I ain't there yet. So Delta's like the next step. So when I called them to try to move the flight was like $1,200. They were like, yeah, it'll be $1,200 if you wanna fly out this week. So I was like, okay, we're not gonna do that. What we gonna do? I said, we're not gonna do that. What we gonna do? I said, I'm gonna just book a flight with somebody else, save the points, put the points somewhere else, and me and my wife will fly, or me and my family will fly somewhere else at some other time. She said, okay, Mr. Crawford, cool. We did that. All right. Once we did that, I don't know what in my brain said, Google cheap tickets. That's what I did. I Googled cheap tickets on the internet. Do y'all in the chat, on my super chats right here, on YouTube, on TikTok, on YouTube, do y'all know what the cheapest tickets came from? Do y'all know where the tickets came from? Angela. Tommy, what up? I just saw Tommy come in the room. What up? Before y'all cuss me out, I know I'm early, but it's for a reason. Do y'all know what the cheapest tickets were? Spirit. That's what. One said Spirit over here. All right. Angela. Tommy said Frontier. Bingo! You got it. All right. So the frugal side of me. Now I'm talking, when I say cheap tickets, I'm talking about cheap tickets in like booking in like the next 4 to 5 days. That type of cheap, not like months ahead. I had booked the Delta tickets like 2 months ahead, so it was decent, right? So my spirit man, or the frugal, I can't say my spirit man because it was trash, but the manhood side of me said, you know what? We already got the stuff booked in Vegas. As long as we get there, we just got to get to Vegas and we'll be fine. We'll be good. I could not have been further from the truth. Further from the truth, Lord Jesus. Big Jesus. So the first thing, I should have thought about it. I really should have thought about it, because when I was booking it online, of course, my wife sends me all of the TikTok videos of people reviewing the different airlines, the cheap airlines and all that. So she's sending me this. But in my man brain, I'm like, it don't matter what they say. We're going to go to the cheapest one right now, because we're going to spend money when we get to Vegas. Like, cheapest one. So I started going through the checkout, right? Something told me, like, bruh, just think about what you're doing. The first ticket came from here to Vegas. One trip, right? It's like 300 and some change per ticket. I was like, all right, cool. But then to get back, it was like, oh yeah, you're going to have a layover in this city. It's going to be like for 4 hours. You got to catch the plane at this time and this time. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm still going to book it. It's the cheapest ticket. Let's go with it. So I'm booking it. And then upon checkout, y'all, this is why Frontier is trash. And this whole pod is going to be a review of some part of the trip. Just let y'all know. So this is why Frontier is trash. I'm starting to check it out, and they say, would you like to pay for a carry-on? I said, what do you mean? They said, Angela, don't laugh at me, yo. They said, would you like to pay for a carry-on? I said, yes. I don't think so, but like, give me more information. I need more information. So they're like, yo, the carry-on is $100 at the. It sound like bruh man, for real. This is bruh man. Frontier is bruh man's airport. Just let y'all know. So they said, all right, if you want to book here, you can pay for your carry-ons right here for $69 per person. So I was like, why would I pay for a carry-on? Last time I flew in an airplane, the carry-on was free. So he said, look, everybody on TikTok said, go ahead and I love TikTok for that reason. I love it for that. Some of the information is fire over there. So anyway, I'm booking. They say, would you like to pay? I said, yeah, go ahead, run it up. Fine. It ain't nothing but an extra $200 roughly, right? Then they check out again. Would you like to prepay for snacks? I said, prepay for snacks? The audacity. So I said, okay, let me think about this. So is this like a premium snack? Am I going to get like some, like maybe if they're serving sushi, okay, if they're serving sushi in the airport and I'm going over, cool. I prepay for snacks, but like give me more information on what kind of snacks they're going to give me. So they're going through. They say, nah, these are chips, coffee, water, maybe some crackers. I said, so y'all want me to pay, Frontier, y'all want me to pay for chips, crackers, coffee, water. You want me to prepay for that, and you want me to pay for a carry-on. I said, okay, all right. Let me think about this. But the cheap side of me said, still book it, dog. Yo, dog, you're running out of time. If you keep going, it's going to be 12 o'clock at night. Then you're going to have another fee. I said, all right. So I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'm going to just pay for the carry-on. Me and my wife going to go to Dollar Tree. We're going to get some snacks. Going to put it in our bags. Keep it moving. Because we wasn't going to be in Vegas but for 2 days roughly. I said, all right, cool, whatever. So I pay for everything, right? So I tell my wife, I said, we going to travel on Frontier. Oh, God. Have you looked at it? I said, yes, I looked at it. It's the deal. What up, girl? What up? So I said, it's going to be a good deal. We're going to go Frontier, and we're just going to go to the Usher concert. The aim is to have a good 40th birthday in Vegas, and I can see the Sphere. I can go to the Usher concert, see some of the dope stuff that they got in Vegas. I was like, cool, we're going to do that. So she said, okay. Fellas, anytime your wives or your girlfriend or whatever, your significant other, your man, whatever, your woman, whatever it is, whenever your partner says, okay, it's going to be some smoke. Hold on, let me put this on. Y'all be super chat. I be waiting to see if y'all remind me. Y'all didn't remind me. So anyway, I said, okay, let's go. Let's do it. She says, yeah, all right. So what my wife does is she gets quiet when she's in the think mode, and she's like, all right, she's low-key troubleshooting because she knows about to be some BS what we about to do. Like, we've been together for 12 going on 13 years, so she gets it. Anyway, y'all get that. So we go, we packing, we travel, we get to the airport. I booked the car too. I booked the car because I was like, I'm gonna drive in Vegas. Like anywhere I go, I'm not gonna depend on the Uber. Now if it's an Uber Black, that's different. But I'm not gonna depend on Uber to get around the city. Like when I can drive, I'm a well driving man, right? I'm good. So I booked the car. Car was great, right? We get to the airport. We go to the check-in. Check-in told me everything I need to know. We go to the little kiosk. They say, well, you want to check in? I say, yes. You clicking on everything. And it says, all right, where's your ticket? I say, I don't have a ticket. I see people at the front desk working for Frontier. They're at the front desk. I'm looking at them like this. They look at me. I look at them. They look at me. All that, right? So I said, all right, look, what I want to do, I said, we go to the desk. I said, what I really want to do, I want to see if you can print me out a ticket. And I can carry it because, checkout. I just want to make sure I'm thorough. Every time I'm going to Delta, American Airlines, any of the other airlines, they print the ticket out, right? Sure, Mr. Crawford, whatever you would like. Sure. Yo, Frontier is the word. So they said, sure, Mr. Crawford, whatever you would like. I said, all right, great. I go to Frontier. I said, can y'all print the ticket out? They say $20. I said, what do you mean? They said, it's gonna be $20. So my wife says, So you saying it's gonna cost us $20 for you to print the ticket? They said yes, $20. It's a $20 service fee. I said, so what are we supposed to show the people when we get like past checkout? They said, yo, it's gonna be, you just gotta show them your phone. I said, so what if my phone died? They said, I don't know. I said, oh God. This is Frontier. This Frontier getting all the smoke. They're getting all the smoke right now. So I said, all right, cool. So we go to checkout. Of course, my wife talking the whole time. I can't believe this. They're going to charge this, but I can't believe this is ridiculous. I said, and in my brain, I'm agreeing with her, right? But y'all know, anybody that comes to my lives, anybody that listens to the podcast, y'all know that I'm a very optimistic person. I'm a very optimistic person. So I said, it's cool. Yeah, it's probably it's better for the earth because they don't want to print out more tickets. Then we gonna throw the paper away, pollute the earth and all that stuff. So it's cool. It's cool. We just gonna go. We got our phones. It's fine. She looking at me like, okay. See, okay again. That's the second okay. The first okay was when I was going to book. Second okay. I was like, okay. All right. So we going through checkout. I thought it was cool. Like they're checking license. That's a whole nother vibe. If y'all have not flown in the last 3 years, just pay attention to what's going on and then come back to me and tell me what you think of the process. Like checking in, going through customs, whatever it's called. So we go through. We're waiting. The airport was great. We're good. All right. So I'm gonna go to Vegas. No, we're still in Charlotte because we dropped our girls off in Charlotte. So we're in Charlotte, go to the airport. The man says, if your bag can't fit in this, you need to pay for checkout. I said, what you mean? If your bag can't fit in this cubby, and he points at the cubby hole. They were mad rude. He said, if your bag can't fit in this cubby hole, let's say this is the cubby hole, and this is the little section. They said, if your bag can't fit in this, you need to pay. I suggest you go online and check and pay for your checkup, your check-in, or your carry-on. I said, I paid like a extra fee. I said, I paid for stuff on the internet. So my wife looks at me like this. I looked at her like this. Yeah, all right. She said, so you gonna walk up there and ask? I said, I'm gonna walk up there and ask. I'm gonna walk up there. Fellas know this. All the fellas is married. Y'all know this energy. I said, all right, I'm gonna walk up there. And see what's going on. So Angela got laughing face. All right, so I walk up there and they say, all right, how can I help you? Very short. How can I help you? I said, I just want, I heard you say, if your bag don't fit in here, like we gotta pay for it. So I just want to know, what did I pay for? Like when I booked the ticket and I paid for like the upcharge, like what did I pay for? What's your last name? I said, all right, I want to say, hold up, wait a minute. Put some pause, watch your tone. I said, but my last name is Crawford. I went to the white side of me. So my last name is Crawford, and I just, as a cordial American, I just want to know, what did I pay for when I booked the ticket? He looks it up. Oh, you good. You priority. You good. You one of the smart ones. I said, all right, cool. Thank you. So I go back, I tell my wife, yo, I had the most calm energy in the world. I said, yeah, I actually paid for the upcharge on the internet, so we don't have to do that. She's like, all right, cool. I said, so then she says, is that for a round trip or is that just to Vegas? And I was like this. So I'm looking on my phone. I'm like, what did I book? So I'm just, keep in mind, my aim is I just want to get to Vegas. We're going to go out here and see Usher. The whole premise of this conversation is to get to see Usher, right? So we going on. They start calling people. They say, priority members first. Dude looks at me. I said, me? He said, yeah. Priority members first. I said, cool. I said, wife, we priority members. We good. I did not pay attention to the seats. Yo, appreciate the follow. I did not pay attention to the seats. I'm gonna let y'all know. Frontier is like, I'm gonna say Frontier is like the city bus. Like if you're trying to get on MARTA, if you're in Atlanta, you're trying to get on MARTA, hey, it ain't no assigned seats, that's Frontier. So keep in mind, even though I paid for me and my wife's tickets at the same time, Frontier said, oh, well, it's another upcharge if you want to sit together. I said, these mother... I said, so you're saying this, I booked my tickets for me and my wife at the same time, but y'all scrambled up the seats. I said, yeah, because some people want to pay for the aisle seat, some people want to pay for the window seat, so that's the upcharge. Did you pay for the upcharge, Mr. Crawford? I said, I did not. So my wife looking at me like this. I'm looking like, all right. Angela says it's getting worse and worse. Angela look, it gets worse. I promise you it gets worse than this. So we get there, we get on the airplane. Yo, where's the money? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? All right, so we get on the plane. My wife's sitting over here. I'm sitting over there. Thank God I got a window seat to flight to Vegas, because I love seeing like I'm just different. So I'm looking. I sit beside this white guy. Y'all know this is my good energy. I'm gonna bring good energy. I'm bringing good energy every time I go anywhere. Like, okay, I'm looking. I sit beside the white guy. He looks at me like this. And low key, I can low key read his mind. Low key, his mind said, "This motherfucker better not say nothing to me this whole flight. If you say something to me, I'm gonna give you stale energy." I'm looking at him like this. I don't want you to give me stale energy. I just want to know who I'm sitting beside. Like, are you a good person? Are you practicing voodoo? Are you a Christian? Are you a Muslim? What are you doing? He's looking at me like, you better not say one word to me. I say, do I want to take it? Do I want to take it? He like, you better not take it. I said, do I want to take it? Do I want to take it? I took it. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm Mike. He looks at me like this. Good meeting you, man. Good meeting you. I said, so where you headed? Look, you got to be the dumbest motherfucker ever. Yeah, where we're actually coming from. That's what I meant. We're actually coming from Delaware, but we're going out to Vegas. We're doing this. Then we're gonna have a layover over in Vegas. Then we're gonna go to so and so. I said, oh, cool. What do you do? So he's like, yo, please stop talking to me. And I'm like, yo, I'm trying to make a friend. I want to be a friend. Like, I'm a friendly black. I'm a friendly black. He like, I don't care what kind of black you are, but just stop talking. I said, all right, cool. So I read the energy. I read the room. I look over, because my wife is on the other side of the aisle, on the other seat. I look over like this. She look at me like this. And so she opens the book, and we take off. I'm gonna make it shorter, because that's why I said I had to start early. This is why I started early. Frontier is getting smoked first. So we take off, right? All the flight stewardess, they were cool. The flight stewardess were cool. But I started to think, why aren't their uniforms matching? The last time I checked, Delta workers have the same uniform on, and then they take off, and I say, that's a flight stewardess right there. They got the same color on. I can call them for anything that I need, because they're the stewardess, right? On Frontier, they had different colors. This flight stewardess had blue on. This flight stewardess had black with a little bit of blue trim on it. This flight stewardess had green with some trim. I was like, who is the flight stewardess? What is the color? Do y'all not have a mascot color for Frontier? Like, what is the color? Yeah, it's like nature. I'm like, okay. Y'all got it. So we take off. And this would let me know Frontier was created by a black person. This would let me know Frontier was created by a black person. Thank you for that. I don't know what that was, but thank you. Yo, Angela. Angela said I can't breathe. Tommy, bruh, I know your wife was mad at you this whole time. Now, she was cool. All right, so we're going in. We take off. And then the flight stewardess starts to walk around with the little tray. Y'all know the tray. They're walking around like this. Not this, because y'all can buy this. But they're walking around like this. And they say, would you like something? And, of course, my brain, I'm thinking Delta. I'm thinking American Airlines. I'm thinking those people. So, like, I might want some coffee. Because anytime I get in the airplane, I do paperwork, or I'm doing like some dream forecasting, or I'm doing just something dope that's going to push me forward. I might be on some spiritual awakening, like on some, just chill, like I'm chilling. So like, yeah, I might want some coffee. So I hear them from up there. They say, oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. So I'm like, why is everybody saying no, thank you? Why are they saying no, thank you? And so she gets closer. This one man in front of us says, y'all wouldn't mind some water. She says, okay, $5. I said, wait. Wait. So they're upcharging. So when I was checking out, that's what they meant. Like, oh, you want to pay for your snacks and stuff now? Yo, they upcharging the snacks when you get in the sky, cause y'all, it's just y'all. You can't do nothing. You got the parched throat. You can't do nothing. So the guy says, oh, it's $5. Oh, no, thank you. So she gets closer to me. Yeah, I'm getting in my brain. No, thank you. No, thank you. So she says, would you like some coffee? I said, no, thank you. I'm good. So then keep in mind, I pay attention to everything for this reason. For the podcast, I like to come talk to y'all about my experiences, everything, and documentation, right? So I pay attention to everything. So I'm listening. She's going further back. One lady back here behind me says, yeah, I would like some water. Do y'all know Frontier is busting down the glacier cold water, ice glacier water for Walmart? I ain't gonna lie, that let me know some real hustlers came up with the idea of Frontier. They bust down. Y'all know the 1 liter ice, the glacier ice is called. Ice glacier cold water. Not the expensive one, the cheap one. The glacier water from Dollar Tree. They busting it down in the sky. Yeah, you get $5. We gonna pour this. So out of 1 liter, they pour in cups about this size. $5. So I said, yo, you know what? Let's just get there. We get to Vegas. It was a different vibe. Everybody in Vegas just seems like they're on some let me prove to you everything that I know. Like it's kind of an irritating feeling, but it's Vegas. So anytime I go to like LA or that side of the world, I say this side of the world, it's still the United States. Anytime I go over there, it's always like it's just different. It's a different energy. Not bad, just different. So the guy comes to pick us up in the shuttle. I love us. Y'all know I love us. Us black folk. I love us. So I'm not far from Vegas. See? Let me know how the people are where you're from, and I might be saying something right. So I'm going. The guy comes to pick us up in the shuttle. He says, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Good energy." Cause Atlanta, y'all know, all of my black folk in Atlanta. We just had Keith Lee here. Keith Lee just came here and told y'all how many niggas was in Atlanta. Sorry for all of my Republican listeners. I had to say it that way. Because if you don't say certain words a certain way, it don't hit the same. You gotta all right? So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Friendly black guy driving the shuttle. And he starts to tell me about Vegas. And he says, yeah, well, you know, we got a lot of spirits running around out here. So I say, a lot of spirits? What do you mean spirits? And it's a girl that catch the same shuttle with me and my wife, and I don't know what her name was. She was cool, good energy. So she says, yeah, I've been out here and I got some ghosts in my house. I said, wait, so y'all are freely welcoming ghosts in your house? He said, well, it's just a thing. You know, you got friendly ghosts and you got Portuguese. So I said, bro. So my wife looked at me like, I said, yo, because keep in mind, I want pieces of property almost in every state of the world. So, but I was like, I'm gonna pump the brakes on Vegas, right? So he's telling me about this. He's telling me about different celebrities that overdosed on certain things in hotels, and I'm just like, yo, this is a lot for me to process right now. My energy, I'm gonna have to get the dang on oil. I need my grandmama to come through with the oil and put the oil on me, right? Hope you didn't. Yo, I don't think I brought none home. No, I don't think, nah. Because we stopped in Charlotte before we got here. But anyway, so we're going, we get to the car rental place. And that's the whole thing. I ain't going to talk about that. It was cool. So we get to the hotel, and I'm going to fast forward. Same day. This is all one day. Fast forward, we get to the hotel. It's big as F. Hotel is hella big in Vegas. So I'm just like, yo, I see how people just come out here and just blow it. They just blow it all. And when it all falls down. That's what they do when they come to Vegas. So we're going in. We get to the hotel room. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that at first. Because it was different. It was, some things wasn't prepared. And I was just like, all right, that's just how they work, right? So fast forward. we get to the Usher concert, and this is, fellas, I told all of my fellas, I said, look, if you want to take your girl to the Usher concert, get the balcony. He ain't gonna have the cables on his back, and he ain't gonna come up there and sing to your girl from up there. He gonna sing on the floor. Get the balcony seats. It's a little bit cheaper, but you still in the room. You still vibing, right? You still getting the energy. So we pull up, we get to the Usher concert. That's a whole different story before that too, but I'm not gonna talk about it. So we get to the concert. I hear the DJ going crazy. He got the 90s hip hop. He got them boom, 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 boom. He going crazy. Everybody in the room just vibing, they drinking, good energy. And I'm looking around. Everybody's my age and older. So I'm like, yo, this is the vibe. This is the crowd where I want to be. Like, I love this. This is a good energy. In Atlanta, when you go to certain events, it's different. So we're going, and then I see the dancer. It's a dancer dude. Everybody thought that the dude that came on stage at first was Usher. It wasn't Usher. It was not Usher. It was some dancer that dances. He's a background dancer for Usher, right? So he comes on stage. All the ladies start screaming. The lights turn down low. I'm like, wait. He has braids. Does Usher have braids? I thought he cut it off. Like, what does he have? So they're like, no, that's not Usher. That's not Usher. They're looking like, okay, that's not Usher. So they stop screaming, right? They stop screaming. But the lights is low. The lights already turned down low. He goes out. They set it up. Yo, whoever scheduled the Usher show in Vegas is fire. I love y'all. Whoever, listen, hold on. Let me give y'all this cause y'all are dope. Y'all are dope. They created an experience. And I can appreciate that. If you're going to pay the top dollar for some tickets, I expect that. And this is that. I'm going to take 1 second. I'm going to take 1 second and address my independent artists. I'm going to take 1 second and address y'all. That's why, I don't know if anybody is here from my chat. I know y'all, super chat, y'all my business people, so y'all wasn't here. But this is exactly why I was getting on Daniel Caesar about his performance on Tiny Desk. Because it don't matter where you're performing. I expect prime, like just a top high quality performance if I'm paying for the ticket. I expect top performances. Yo, you go figure out your vocal coaches, go figure out how to dance, go figure out how to do everything, right? Give it your all. I don't care if you just started singing yesterday. Come out on stage and act like you just the best. And I'm like, yo, you sound horrible. But you performed. That was great, right? So that's my second break for that. Independent artists, please figure out what you're doing. Hone in on the art, hone in on the craft, and master it. Please master it. The sooner you can figure out what your weaknesses are, what you need to work on. If you get to the point where you can hire people to do certain things for you, like if you're not the greatest dancer, but you can hire some dancers, i.e. Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey is a terrible dancer. Y'all know that. She's doing this. She been doing this since the 90s. She been doing that since the 90s. Right? So everybody that's been in her camp knows, okay, we need to hire some dancers. We're gonna have the dancers dance around her, and she's doing the thing. She's still a legend, but she's not the greatest of dancers. They've mastered that. We know that, right? All right. So that's my point for independent artists. That's y'all takeaway for today. All right. So Usher's dancers come. He goes in the audience. Nobody knew it was Usher's dancer, but he goes in the audience. And he goes to look out. He looks to see. He picks out a red bone. Y'all know them red bones be ready. He picks out a red bone. She tall. She kind of slim, thick, right? And she got some. It made me think. I was like, maybe she's an actual background dancer for Usher because she's dressed, but like it's kind of like costumey. But then you're in Vegas, so you don't know if it's a dancer or like just a regular audience member. So he pulls her up to the stage, and she just standing there, right? So then she starts rocking back and forth like that while the DJ's playing music. And the dancer's giving it to her. He giving it to her. But she just dancing like this. She doing that. Then the lights turn out dark. Poof! I said, oh, hell, what's going on? Then you see Usher show up in the silhouette. I said, this mother effer. Yeah. Usher shows up in the silhouette. And see, so the girl is still standing on stage. And what's the first thing you think of? Don't bring your girl around me, true player for real. I said, for real. I said, Yo, I had an older Hispanic man that was sitting beside me. He said, Usher done turned us into a little bitch. I said, yes, he has. All right. So he starts to perform. He starts to put up. Usher is putting on the clinic. When I say he's putting on the clinic, like anybody that's in the music business or they're in the entertaining space, if you go watch any of Usher's concerts, he is putting on a clinic. If you study what he's doing, like Usher studied Michael Jackson, like Usher studied James Brown. How Michael Jackson studied James Brown. James Brown studied whoever was before that, right? He put on a clinic. If you just go look at the concert and you're a performer, you can learn so much from that performance alone. And the stage show. Like, do it on your level. But anyway. So he's going through, he started hitting them bangers. Bam, 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 bam. All the women, of course, are doing like this. Oh my God. Of course, me, I'm playing it cool. I got the turtleneck on. I'm all blacked out. Turtleneck, gold watch, got the beads. Y'all know I love my beads. So I'm player. I'm playing it cool. But then that god dang on band. Sweet Baby Jesus. Usher's band is ridiculous. I don't know, like, R.I.P. to Mr. Rogers, like, yo, that's Usher's drummer. He's fire, but R.I.P. to him. But they picked up some new dude. I don't know who the new dude is that's playing drums for him, but the band made me feel like I was at the Grammys or I was at the American Music Awards. It was just that good. So I'm just listening, and I'm a musician, so again, if Usher wasn't doing it for me, because I'm trying to play it cool, he doing it to the ladies. Anyway, he's doing it for the ladies. The band is doing it for me, so I'm like, oh my God. I said, what is this? Oh my God. Yo, I understand all the white college kids to go to like Coachella and all this stuff. I understand why they feel the way they feel now. Like, cause I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, I'm feeling, oh my goodness, this is so awesome. I can't believe I'm here right. Do you feel that? I'm looking at do you feel that? I'm smiling like, oh my God, this is great. So he's starting to do the thing, right? He's doing the thing. Val with the dead face. Angela, you here for it? You say you here for it. Appreciate it. I know, this ain't a normal pod. I'm sorry. I know this ain't a normal pod. I told y'all it's going to be majority review. It's going to be a majority review for this. So he starts to go. Then he sees JD in the audience. I'm sure it was playing. He sees JD in the audience. He says, JD. Usher just so smooth. He say, JD, hey man. I gotta give you your flowers. JD says, he does this. Everybody's screaming. They're screaming. He said, no man, I gotta give you your flowers. The DJ hits when the where the party at? I was like, so keep in mind, I'm paying attention to everything. I'm looking at the band, I'm looking at Usher, I'm looking at JD, I'm looking at the crowd, I'm looking at the DJ. I'm seeing how many people are actually just vibing with what's going on right now. And it was so dope. So Usher, he walks over. I really felt like Usher just floated across the crowd and just landed where JD was. But I'm sure he walked on the floor. I just didn't see it. So he walks over there and he sees JD. They stand up on top of the DJ booth. Y'all know JD short. So they both standing up there. And he says, JD, you know when you did this, you put Atlanta on the map. And then he plays the crisscross joint, then he plays some other joint. It's just like, yo, if you did not pay attention, you would be like, yo, am I in Atlanta right now? He did a whole Atlanta tribute. And JD sits down, he gets his flowers, he sit down, and everybody's clapping, yeah. So then they start, poof. Anytime an artist does that in the concert, he about to tear some ish up. He just let y'all know. Anytime, when they did that, they started playing the record. This one's for you. Ah! The ladies going crazy. That's how the ladies, I just imagine every lady in the building was like that. Ah! Oh my God. So this one's for you. So I felt like every woman in the crowd had their phone out, looking at themselves in the phone, making sure their makeup look good, making sure their hair look good, because they're like, yo, he might pick me. It might be me. I'm gonna pick me. It might be me. So he starts to walk. The band's playing the song. Usher starts to sing. He says, wait. Anytime Usher does that, he's about to destroy you. Wait. Where's she at? So he starts looking at women. He finds a woman on the stage. She was a BBW. She was thick. She was a little bit over thick, but she was thick. She was big. She was bigger than Usher. Right? So he goes over there. He says, no, that's the second woman. The first woman he goes to, she got that women. This is why I say get off the phone. This is exactly why. So Usher's literally right here. Y'all looking on YouTube, just right here. Usher's literally right here. The woman is me, and she got her phone like this. While he's trying to talk to her, and he's like, yo, so yeah, no. And he's talking, he's smooth, right? She's like this the whole time. He says, you know what? First thing you're gonna do is put the damn phone down. He just, the ladies go crazy, right? And that was one moment in my brain said, is that what women want the dudes to start doing? Like take their phone away from them and then is that what y'all want? Angela, I gotta take a small break. Is that what y'all want us to start doing? Like take the phone from you and be like, yo, you gonna put the damn phone down. Like Usher. Or is that just an Usher thing? Like it took Usher to do that. Like women, is this a consensus? I wanna know. Do you want your man to start taking your phone and put it down for you since you can't put it down for yourself? I want to know what y'all think. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let me know that I'm wrong. But I just want to know. I'm trying to figure this out. Angela says sometimes. Okay. Hey, Amy. Amy says sometimes. Not really. I need you to make up your mind. You need to make up your mind. All right, let's see. Anybody say anything over here? All right, okay. All right. So, he takes the girl's phone. He puts it down. Every woman in the room has now been purchased. Usher has officially purchased your girl. Don't bring your girl around me. True player for real. Ex my nigga for real. That's Usher. He said it. It's in the song. He can't lie. He can't lie. So he put her phone down, and he starts asking her questions. And I love that he did this. So he says, okay, so you my biggest fan. You my number one fan. He doing the neck like this. He talking soft. He in the microphone. Everybody else hears him talking to her, but he makes her feel like it's just her and him in this one room. That's a good performer. When a performer can do that, then y'all know they're a sniper. Like, don't leave your girl around him, right? So he starts to go through the questions. He says, okay, since you're my number one fan, what's my first album? I said, oh, hell. Here we go. Because every producer, musician, if you're in this world, then you know, like, and I say world, I'm talking about the music community. Or if you're a big Usher fan, you know his first album was self-titled, Usher. The name of his first album was Usher. What up? So I'm looking, I'm like, she probably gonna say My Way. She probably gonna say My Way or 8701. But I realized Usher has a demo from when I was young in the 90s all the way to now. So I was like, okay, maybe she might know, because she's about my age in the 40 bracket. So she says, My Way. He says, wrong. He walks off. I said, hold on, let me give him one. I said, good job. I love that Usher did that, and what up? I love that Usher did that, because I was just like, yo, I don't want anybody to have a notion that they just deserve something. But she did pay probably about $2 for the ticket, so she deserved to at least be on the mic. So he did that part. He went to the next girl. He said, all right, so she ain't my number one fan. She faking. He goes to the next girl. Next girl kind of big, right? He says, okay, so you're my number one fan. She says, yes, I am. He says, you sure? She says, yes. What's the name of my first album? Now, she might have Googled it. She had time to Google it. She had time to, so I ain't think about that. So that's another idea. So she could have Googled it, but she said, your first album was Usher. He said, there you go. I found her. There goes my baby. I said, yo. What I tell you, the Mexican man beside me said, Usher done turned every man in this room into his little bitch. I said, yeah, he has. So he's singing. So he lets the girl sit on his lap, right? She turns around and straddles him like a cowgirl. I guess he straddled, right? So she straddles him and then lay down. So Usher like this big. This is the woman. This is Usher. She lays down. He's like, oh, okay. All right. So he's still smiling. Usher is a professional. He's a professional. So he's still smiling. He like, yeah. So he politely gets up and she just sold. She grinding and everything. I was like, okay, he's putting on a clinic right now. And he never acknowledged how big she was and none of that stuff. I like that. Like if you're a professional, do your job. That's how you perform. That's how you do your job. That's a good show. So he's going through it. And then I'm just starting to realize this is why he got booked for the Super Bowl. This is that. Because everybody automatically would think, okay, well, Jay-Z must have a good relationship with Usher and he just wanted to get somebody else black on the Super Bowl. Because the last 2 Super Bowls had black people on them, so Usher's going to be another black person on the Super Bowl. But I was like, no. Like, I can't think of too many other people that would be able to perform on that level, perform at the Super Bowl, and give everybody a show. Because keep in mind, this is still Las Vegas. This is still the Las Vegas. And I don't feel like anybody bought tickets to the Usher show as a pity buy. Y'all know what a pity buy is, right? You know what a pity buy is, right? And Amy, my bad. Do y'all know what a pity buy is? Tommy, what up, buddy? You know what a pity buy is. All right. A pity buy is when a person is visiting an area, right? I.e. Vegas. And they say, all right, we don't have nothing to do. What can we go do? I'm going to go to this Usher concert right quick. That's a pity buy. You're going to do something because it's just there to do something. But you don't really have any like vested interest in seeing the artist. I felt like everybody in that room had a vested interest in seeing Usher perform that night. Like white, black, Asian, Mexican, Chinese, like everybody, different races. They were in there singing every song. And this would let me know, I said, okay, Usher's a different one. He got it. It's different. So he transitions from like an R&B soul to like a R&B pop to straight pop. Then he goes there. He has the ability to go there. So I said, I honestly forgot that Usher has that in his catalog. Like, he is him. So everybody's going towards the end of the show. Everybody's looking at each other like, yo, my head hurts because I done had so much fun. I've been smiling. All the women are hot and bothered. If the man was with them, then you know y'all know what time it was, right? So everybody in the room is like, yo, I'm full. Like, he came in and gave it all that he had at his big age. I don't know how old Usher is. Cause that mug, he put on a workshop. Let me see. Let me look it up right quick. Alright, so Usher's 45 years old. This mug is 45 years old, still putting on a clinic. And when I say clinic, like, dude, and they say, I think it says he's 5'8". I don't know if I believe that. Because I'm like 5'8" and a half, and I don't know if I believe it. But if Usher's 5'8" at 45 years old, still doing handstands, flipping on the stage, skating around, dancing, smiling, singing, taking your girl. He's still doing this at 45. I don't know how many other people could do that. It's very few people that I could just put in the atmosphere and say, okay, they would be dope on the Super Bowl because they could do da-da-da-da-da. It's very few people. Like, the way Usher came on was like literally on a Michael Jackson type of level. Like, he is one of those, right? And I'm not deriding right now, but I'm just saying, like, he really put on a clinic. He's one of those, right? Swear Rice leaving. And they're like, yo, this was like, I'm full. Like, so then my wife says, I could go see the concert again. And in my brain, I was like, I'm not going to pay for it again. Like, You can go with your homegirls, and y'all can go buy the floor seats. Now, look, if y'all go back by y'allselves, you buy the floor seats. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful, cuz, you know what I mean? But this was such a good show. I would advise everybody, if you have the now, don't go broke. Don't go broke to go to the Usher concert. Like, do not do that. That is not the business. But if you have it, and you have the ability to go while he's still doing his residency, go see it. Just go see it. Like, when you haven't been to it. Now, the only other person, what up? I appreciate it. What up? Big Terror. What up? What up? My assistant I'm sorry, y'all. My assistant has actually saw some of your messages. I have to look at it personally because I ain't been on the internet. Like, I have people helping me with certain stuff. So I'm gonna make sure I personally look at your stuff and we'll see what's what. All right. But yeah, it's amazing to me, yo. This is a very good concert. And now we're gonna go back. We gotta go back to Frontier, because y'all know how I started the pod is kind of how I have to end. Frontier. We had to get back. We had to get back home. So we get back, go to the hotel. Whatever happened in Vegas stayed in Vegas. Anyway, so we go back. We start prepping. We had to catch a flight the next day. And oh yeah, I forgot. We did some food reviews. We had some really good food in Vegas. And tell me this. All right, anybody that might be watching this on YouTube, or anybody, I don't know where. I know one of y'all are from Arkansas, one of y'all are from Tennessee, right? I know that. Everybody else, I don't know where y'all from. But if you're from Vegas, tell me, why is it such a, like, everything is just wide and spread it out, right? Just wide and spread it out. I don't get it. It's just, and when I say wide, I'm talking about the roads and all that stuff. This is just different. It's different. Something else. I have to, before I end, y'all know, because I'm not going to talk about it on next pod. But we went by the Sphere. Oh my God. Y'all, hold on. Let me give the Sphere a clap for it. Listen, if y'all haven't gone, the Sphere is a venue in Vegas where a lot of, I'm going to say a lot of, like, top grade A performers will be performing. If they're not there yet, they will be there sometime in their lifetime. Because I've never seen a venue like this. When you're flying on an airplane, you look down, and when you get to the Vegas skyline, you see this big old ball. It look like a ball you can push and it'll just flatten out and then bubble back up. It was ridiculous, yo. The Sphere, oh my God. When I saw it in the scale, like, now, granted, we didn't have time to go through it and eat lunch over there and then do a tour. We didn't have time for that because we were just in and out of Vegas, in and out. But when we went by it, that joint was like the size of 10 Walmarts, wide and tall. Like 10 Walmarts, literally. It's humongous. And I was just looking like, yo, even the resort we stayed at, it just looked, it's unreal. I want anybody that goes to Vegas, go see the Sphere. It will make you just think about your life differently. Like, what am I doing right now with my life? Like, who had the brain to do this? Like, it's different. It's different. But anyway, we go back to the airport. I think this was we had a layover in Ohio. Was it Ohio? No, Colorado. We had a layover in Colorado. And so from Vegas to Colorado wasn't terrible. It was okay. It wasn't that bad. But when we get to Colorado, me and my wife, we're looking, we're like, it's time to go home. We done had fun, right? We done turned up this weekend. We looking at the dude. It's a cat. I can't make this stuff up. Like, if it's anybody that was on our flight, please, if you're watching the podcast, I did tell a few people that I had a podcast. So if y'all are watching this, please tell the people that I'm not lying. So we're sitting down. Keep in mind, I'm making friends with anybody that's in the airport. If we talking, we talking. So at first we saw this older guy that he said he's 67. His wife is like 60 something like that. But they stay in like the boonies. Like they have 275 acres of land out west, right? All of their land is grown for cattle feed. Corn and soybeans, all they grow, right? It's true. I was on the flight. You weren't on the flight with me, yo. Yo, did you get to? Yes. I just finished. I talked about the whole Usher performance this podcast. Please watch the podcast. I'm gonna post this episode tomorrow on YouTube. Go watch it. Yo, Usher he bought everybody in the room. Everybody in that room was bought, man and woman. If you wasn't gay, then you was just like, yo, I'm not gay, but I love you, Usher. Like, right? So we're at the airport. Oh, you good, you good. So we're at the airport, and I'm early too. I started podding today at 9 o'clock, so that's not on you, that's on me. I started early. I'm trying to make sure I make better use of my time, so that's why I started early. I might be at 9 o'clock every day. I mean, every Tuesday and Friday, it might be 9 o'clock. I don't know yet. We'll see. So we're at the airport. The dude, he's like, I didn't know he was a Cat Williams looking guy at first. I just knew that somebody on the Frontier microphone was talking spicy. So I'm talking to the white people around me. I'm like, yeah. So we talking about business. Y'all know I got range. I could talk about manual labor because I've done that. I could talk about winning the Grammy because I've done that. I could talk about home ownership, entrepreneurship. I could talk about all of this stuff in conversations with other people. So we're talking. I'm talking to this other guy. Him and his wife was from West Virginia. I'll just let y'all know. Him and his wife from West Virginia. All these was gone. All these. Well, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. These were gone. He had this one. He didn't have half of that one. He had one of these, and all of these was halfway gone. But good people. They're really good people. So we're talking, and I was like, yeah, what you do? He's like, I'm from West Virginia, do this. I said, so y'all mountain people. He said, you can say that. He laughed and big smile. And then someone on the intercom says, yo, yes, I appreciate it. So somebody on the intercom says, yo, if anybody else comes to my gate and asks me the same question as I've already told them, it's going to be some problems. I said, wait, is that the flight stewardess talking like that? So then he hangs up the intercom. So I'm looking at, keep in mind, I got nothing but white people around me. Like, it's white people around me. And my wife is right here. The voice on the intercom sounded like it was a black gay guy. Right? So I was just like, all right. So it came on. I didn't acknowledge it at first. I was like, all right, I said, wow, he's having a difficult morning. So they're laughing at me, they're looking at me. So he comes back on the intercom. All right, I said it one more time. I'm gonna say it one more time for all of you that was not listening the first time. I'm gonna say it one more time for you. Don't come back up to my gate and ask me the same question again. I will repeat, if you need a carry-on, you can come up here and pay for your carry-on, or if not, then you will be charged, and you should have paid for this online. Matter of fact, while you're in your seat, you can go online right now and pay for your carry-on. Hangs up the intercom. I'm sorry, y'all. The podcaster in me had to acknowledge the energy that I just heard on the intercom. So keep in mind, again, it sounded like a black gay guy on the intercom. Nothing against gay people. I love gay people. But I'm just like, all right. So I said, well, he's having a difficult morning. So they're looking at me like, yeah. The other white people in front of me looking like, I don't know if I need to get on this flight. So I said, he doing a little bit too much today. So they said, yeah. So everybody laugh it off, right? He gets back on the microphone again. All right. It's time for y'all to start lining up. Priority members first. Priority members first. If you don't know that if you're a priority member or not, then you're not one. I can't make it up. If you don't know if you're a priority member or not, then you're not one. You didn't pay for one. Yo, nah, this is Frontier. Just say Spirit. No, this is Frontier. And I talked about that on the beginning of the pod, so you can go back to that. So he's going hard. So I said, all right. I said, so the people that I was sitting beside, I said, yeah, I paid for the priority online. So he's calling us. I said, okay, yeah, cool, do your thing. Nice meeting you. I said, nice meeting you too. If you're in West Virginia, come see me. I said, will do. Nice to meet you. So keep in mind, we get to the gate, we lining up. Everything at Frontier just felt unorganized. So people are bum rushing the gate as if it's like, if everybody's cow. It's bam, bam. Like no single file lines hardly. It's just like, get it, just come get it. Like open airline, come get it. So then the dude gets online. All right, listen. Okay, this is one. I'm gonna say this one time. Have your phones out. Have your have your ticket information out. So when we come up, I don't have to ask you for it. All right, thank you. So he hangs up. He hangs up. So I'm looking at my wife. My wife says, "Don't do it. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing." I said, "All right." The podcaster in me, when I got to the gate and saw who this was talking on the intercom, the podcaster in me wanted to make jokes with this guy. Because I'm like, clearly, he's either having a bad morning or he's just real spicy. He's like Spice Man Jack. And last time I checked, I was Spice Man Jack. But I'm like, I'm going to have to transfer my spiciness over to him. So we get up to the gate. He says, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?" Y'all, I can't make this up. He looked like Cat Williams' brother. Like, he literally looked like Cat Williams' brother. He had silky hair, real short and skinny, hair laid down. He had braces. If you're watching this, please, I would love for you to come on the podcast. If you're watching this, come to the podcast. I want to talk. Let's talk. Let's have a kumbaya, right? So he said, "Yeah, some people just don't be listening." All right. What you got? So I give him my phone. Okay. Priority member. Okay. Get you. Okay. Priority member. Somebody comes up. He's like, okay. So we're going through the terminal, right? We're going through the, I don't know what that little tube thing is called between the building and the airplane, but we're going through, and I'm just hearing them in the background. All right. Like, he's just going hard. So I said, if it ain't for nothing, this dude was entertaining. Like, yo, Frontier, I don't know if y'all need to, like, fire him or actually give him a job in marketing, but this mug had energy. Like, if Frontier had a podcast with him as the host, I would watch it. Like, he's that good. Like, he was just serving the whole time. But overall, I would say the Vegas trip was great. Usher was amazing. The hotel we stayed in, or the resort that we stayed in, was amazing. I got stories about that too, cause that's a whole nother. All right. Last thing. I'm gonna go back to the hotel. So when we got to the hotel or the resort, it's called a resort in Vegas. We get to the resort. I just see everybody just approaching me like an internet spam email. Like, "Yeah, you want this? You want this? You want to buy this? You want to buy this? You want to buy this? I got this. Hey, come here for a minute. Can I tell you?" Everybody's doing that at the freaking resort. Can I talk to you? I said, "Yo, okay, all right." I looked at my wife. I said, "I can't take too much of this because, like, I know I like to talk to people, but not this much. Like, it's too much for me right now." So when we sat down with the person, because I ended up doing an investment situation in Vegas, which I'm going to talk about at some point. But I ended up doing an investment out there. And the dude said, "Well, yeah, what happens is everybody at these resorts are trying to sell you either a timeshare or a deal or casino and resort and like spa day. Everybody's trying to sell something. So yeah, that's what they're doing." I was like, "Yo, it's too much." He says, "All you got to do is do this." I said, "What's that?" He said, "That lets them know that you're an owner." I said, "What's the owner?" I said, "This." Wait, I'm close. Tell me what the owner is. What is this? He said, "Well, if you're an owner, you either own a penthouse or you own a timeshare. You own some part of the building. You're vested in some part of this building or another building. So you do this." I said, "Okay, so I just do this." I said, "So even if I'm not an owner, can I do that?" He said, "Yeah, you can do this." I said, "All right." So he said, "Yeah, that's exactly what you do. You put your 3 fingers up." I said, "All right, cool." So we walking out. I see a little Chinese woman come up to me. She said, "Yeah." She said, "Oh." I said, "Oh." This big owner energy. Big owner energy. I was just like, "Yo, this is amazing." So I'm just learning certain things about the area, learning certain things about the building. That made what I invested in very attractive. It made it attractive. And again, I'm going to talk about it at some point. I'm just waiting for the deal to go through. But big owner energy. So I'm going to tell you this, and we're going to end on this. If y'all ever go to Vegas and you stay at a resort, or you stay at a hotel, and this, I'm gonna say, now I'm talking about like 500 to 1,000 and up per night. Those type of rooms, I'm sure it's a resort. I'm sure somebody's gonna be trying to sell you something. All you gotta do is do this. Let them mugs know you're an owner. You're a big owner. Big owner. All right. I got a little bit of housekeeping to do, and we're gonna wrap it up. Got a little bit of housekeeping to do. Again, everybody that's on TikTok, everybody on YouTube, everybody in my super chat. I think most of y'all follow me on TikTok. I'm gonna have this in my TikTok profile. Y'all can get this, especially like you, Angela. I know CPA season is about to come up where people's gonna need to get their taxes and stuff done. If you're creating content, this will be your best friend because this little thing pivots. It moves around with you, and it's dope. I actually tried it last night, and it's great. Like, I loved it. Couldn't even get to the edge. It exploded. Yo, all right, so I'm again, if y'all want this, it's in my TikTok. If y'all need coaching calls, please holler at me, Magneto 7 Beats. Y'all know where to get me. If any of y'all want to run ads on the podcast, go to MadNetworkAds@gmail. I'm going to say it one more time for y'all, and I'm not going to repeat it. All right. Go to MadNetworkAds at gmail.com, and we can go ahead and try to start running some ads for you right here on the podcast. And I'm actually going to start opening up my lives at night for independent artists. I don't want to do majors, so any independent artist, if you want to promote your music on the music reviews at night on TikTok that I do nightly, Monday through Thursday, 10:30 to 12 o'clock. If y'all want to run ads on that, holler at me. We can figure out something and make that work for you. And I think that's it. I don't know. Do y'all have any questions? Y'all in my Lucrative Nation. What's up? I'm back. Guess who's back? Can you hold that box up again? Yeah, this is the box, Val. I actually have this in my store. So if you go to my wall, it's in my TikTok shop. It's in my TikTok shop. And it's really dope. It's very active. Again, if you are in a space where you need somebody to follow you with the camera, this helps me out a lot. Because a lot of times when I shoot my content is late at night, my wife is asleep. My daughters ain't no good with holding no camera anyway. So my wife is normally asleep and I have to shoot content. This thing will follow me as if I got a second person in the room. And I set it up on the tripod, and it has like another little piece where you can sit on your desk. Like, it's dope. It's dope. So yeah, holler at it if you need it. And it's cheap. It's cheap. It's not expensive at all. So all right. Victoria, hey girl, I ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been at? I know all my school teachers. I know that's wrong. Diction, English, whatever you say. I know it's wrong. What's up? I'm seeing if y'all got any questions before we get off today. Do y'all have any questions? This wasn't really informal. I was just talking about Vegas, the Vegas trip today. So, all right. Are you going to talk about Keke Palmer? I am. I'll talk about Keke Palmer on Friday's podcast. I'm going to talk, because again, I haven't had a lot of time to do research on the details. I heard from what I have seen, Buddy is nasty. And I will say one thing. I will say one thing about Keke Palmer before I end. I feel like all black women have to start to understand their value, right? I feel like they have to understand their value, and they have to understand when it's time to stop addressing or allowing people into their space. I say black women because those are the only women I've really had any interaction, any exchange with. So that's why I'm saying black women. It could exist with white women too, but I'm specifically speaking to my sisters. I want y'all to start understanding when certain people don't belong in your space. Stop entertaining. For me, right? And I'm never going to be the person to downgrade a dude and say, well, he ain't got no money, so he ain't got no class, and he don't deserve to be with her anyway. I'm not going to say that, right? But I will say, if you are on a certain level as a woman, Keke Palmer is on one of those levels. She's already there. Unfortunately, baby, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, the only thing that you can do is be in a relationship with a man that's on that level or higher. You can't be finding no dude that ain't been in the limelight, that don't know how to treat the limelight, that don't know what stuff is. You can't be with that, unfortunately. Even if it's a Hollywood producer, if it's a writer or whatever, if they're not deeply ingrained in the business and understand how the business goes, and also has character, you can't be with that dude. Ladies, because for me, when I saw what was going on between her and the baby daddy, I'm gonna just say baby daddy, because from what I saw in that video, he has no name. He does not deserve a name. He don't need to be even seen or viewed on anybody's camera if he doing nasty stuff like that to one of the sisters. And I know some dudes might say, well, she must have had a lot of mouth, so that's why he did it. No, nobody deserves that type of treatment. And this is a soft spot for me because I've seen that in my personal life. Not me doing that to somebody, but somebody that I'm closely related to, that's happened to them, right? And now being at my big age of 40, control your energy. Control the people that's in your space. When I saw that happen to Kiki, my heart dropped. And then it also let me know, okay, well, she went to the Usher concert. She was just trying to get away. This was her break from reality, the new reality that she has. She will forever be tied to this dude because she got a baby by him. Watch the people that y'all allow in y'all space, y'all. Don't welcome every energy. Don't welcome somebody in your space trying to fix them. Don't welcome somebody in your space trying to be the savior. And I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Girl. Let Uncle Nito talk to you right now. Come close. Please come close. That's not the energy that you need. Right? So, again, I wanted to dig deeper on the Keke Palmer situation. And I know her mom was getting online and she talked to the brother and all this stuff. I get that. But let's cut stuff. Before anything like this happens to another one of our sisters, before this happens, just read the room. Start to notice what a man's insecurities look like. Start to realize where the insecurities are based. If the insecurities are based in some type of evil, jealous, because I really feel like it's a jealous situation. So if any man's ego is built out of that and he's going to be envious of you, just don't welcome the energy into your space. I don't care if you fall for them. Yo, I like them light-skinned dudes and this. I don't care. Yo, I like the chocolate men and this. Yo, okay, if he's chocolate, does he have integrity? If he's chocolate or if he light-skinned, does he have the bare necessities as it relates to not finance? Watch this. I ain't talking about finance right now. I'm talking about character. Does he have the bare necessities of character necessary to build a relationship with you? If he ain't got that and you ain't reading the room right, ask your homegirl, ask your auntie, ask your mama, ask them this up front. Because I'm so tired of seeing this, yo. I'm tired of seeing it. We, sisters, we have to make better choices. I know the social media gonna keep saying, go get that bag, go get that bag. You gonna be a content producer? Girl, I made $100,000. Like, everything is gonna be superficial when it comes to the internet. Social media is made for connecting with people and to market products. I don't see it as any other thing. Social media is not your best friend. Social media is not your end-all, be-all. It's not the solution to everything. Social media is made to be used. Use it as a tool. So don't let it feed you all of these things that, yo, girl, if you don't do this, you ain't got these lashes, you ain't got the BBLs, you ain't got this, you ain't got... How you with him and he can't afford this? Yo, take a break, yo. Take a break. Figure out what you're doing. I ain't mean for this to last this long. Tammy, I ain't mean for this to last this long. But it's just a soft spot for me, yo. It's a soft spot for me. Please watch the energy. And fellas, it's the same thing. If you read in the room, because I mentor a lot of fellas. Y'all know me. Uncle Dito gonna hold y'all accountable. I'm going to put all the smoke at your way. See how you dissolve the smoke. Can you dissolve the smoke? Okay. All right, you folded right there. What happened? What did that come from? Y'all fellas know that's how I am. So if y'all know that a woman is superficial and y'all are not in the space either financially, spiritually, or with education, or with mentality. If you're not in the space to help this woman out, because I do feel like if you're going to be with a woman and y'all are on some like real relationship stuff, part of your job is to help coach her. That's how I look at it. Part of your job, it is your job to make sure that woman is self-efficient if you die. If you die, can she handle everything? Does she know what needs to be? Does she know even how to pay the bills? Does she know how to handle this? Does she know how to balance a checkbook? Any other stuff? Does she know how to do this stuff? Now, I'm not saying that she has to do it, but if anything happens to you, have you coached her to the space where she can do everything that you're currently doing because you help her figure out how to handle it? And then on the flip side, have you both coach each other into dream projections? And I want to see this. I see this for me in the next 5 years. I see this for me in the next 10 years. Oh, I think I like that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, well, it is. And hold each other accountable. That's what these relationships are supposed to be. It ain't all about vacations. It ain't about, I'm going to get on the PJ with my girls, son. It ain't about that, yo. Can you live a long life and enjoy the person that you're with? If you can't do that, figure it out. You might be with the wrong person. You might not be educated enough to help coach that person. Y'all might both need some coaching. Especially if you're already in a relationship. You might both need coaching. Like, alright, that's my 10 cents. That's my 10 cents. I'm going to see y'all Saturday. Alright? Kiki, if you need, every man that's a real one, we stand for you. If you need our help, please reach out to us. I know a lot of people way bigger than me that can help you out. Alright? I hate that you've gotten a lifelong situation with Buddy. That's where we at now. Alright? But anyway. Alright, I see y'all Saturday. It's been real. Love y'all. Peace and blessings. I'm out.